what I find it interesting about the Big Apple Trading Card Show is that it's trading card games. Yeah. It's sports cards. It's non-sports cards.
There's some Funkos too. Yeah.
Yep. You could have some Funkos too. Right. Alan Iverson here with the Slime magazine.
So a lot of people might be asking for this product.
True.
You know. Are you bringing that?
Probably not. Because
it's in the store.
It's in the store. Hopefully, it will be available for a little longer.
Yeah.
It is a very pricey product. I think a lot of people look at it as, wow, what are we gonna do with this national treasure?
So, like you said, this was released yesterday or 2 days ago?
It was released yesterday, Wednesday.
So this is a 2021 football national treasure. I love to open it. I used to open a case or two each year, but now it's like 22,000, you know.
Yeah, now a case or two, you have to, used to be, I think, a case or two, you can knock off that zero.
Yep, definitely.
Right? Now it's like, oh, okay,
yeah, you know. So being realistic, I mean, as a business person, I'm not sure it's worth it for me to open, or it's a little risque, if you could say.
It is. I mean, a product like this, sometimes I always tell people, right? It's when we talk about hit or miss, I mean, you're really looking for real, huge hit.
Yeah. It's definitely high risk, high reward.
Yes, absolutely. Or you're just going, oh, what am I going to do? Now, but with a lot of things, it's always rookies, right? It's what they eventually would drive the product. So what would be some of the players that you would look for that you think are worthwhile to pick up in here for you?
Yeah. So sometimes we bounce around ideas, you know, like Sharon. Is this worth, you know, are they good players here, you know, for you to, you know, you might ask me that. I think this year is a great year to hold, just because there's like 5 quarterbacks, you know, Fields, Trey Lance, obviously the number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence, and there's a few more, and obviously DeMar Chase, who's great. But the thing also, none of them played great. I'm talking about the quarterbacks. So it's not a $30,000 case right away.
So it's not like Justin Herbert after his first year, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Like Herbert and Burrow. They went crazy the first year because both players played amazing. I think there's some room. It's still safe. I would hold, you know. But, you know, to me, instead of opening it, I might go to the show and look for some NT if anybody opened them this year, you know.
Now what would be 2 players that you would look for out of all these?
I love Trevor Lawrence still. I think his college success speaks volume.
Okay.
I mean, his team was just brutal. He has no protection last year, and I think if he did improve a little this year with some of the picks, so I will still buy him. Zach Wilson is great because he's local.
Yep.
But I'm not very confident about the Jets.
I'm a Jets fan, by the way. When spring training comes, I'm always like,
not spring training, camp.
Sorry, when camp starts, that's when I'm always goes, yes, this is the year.
Yep.
And that's
usually
like a month. Yeah. After a couple weeks in the season, it's like, oh, okay.
But I do think they had some good picks too this year. They could. So I will also look into buying Zach Wilson.
Okay.
And also, I love Trey Lance. I think he has such good upside, and he might actually have a chance to start. You know. And if you're playing it safe, if you have some Trey Lance, sell it before even seasons start. Like you know, camp, because they usually go up 20-30%. You know, if you have a national treasure. To me, you know, that's a strategy. Either you like the kid long run to hold on it, or just flip it, basically. You know?
Absolutely. And then Sharon talked about how, you know, for National Treasure, it's something that you want to, like, because of the 5 quarterbacks, you want to hold on to it, right? And typically that is correct. You know, I mean, quarterback drives a lot of the football products. But I would also add on to, from a wax standpoint, when a product first comes out, it could be pretty pricey, and we talked about, wow, this is not cheap, right?
Of course.
But a lot of times you can also look at what happened to the year before, as well as the year before's MT. And then on top of that, you started looking at how, well, this product comes out, people will still break cases or boxes. And then when speculation began to, when people began to speculate on different rookies because of the draft, right, that just happened, because of free agency, then they'll start looking at what are the rookies that they want to pick up, what are the players that they're going to pick up.
And I think this year is very special Because so when the next year, like this year's crop, is more like defensive players, so it will actually bode well for the last 2 years of product.
Oh, very good point.
Yeah, it's very rare, but this is one of the weakest quarterback year, and people don't like defensive guys, you know. So they might go back to this year and the previous year and buy those National Treasure. So I actually anticipate this product going up later in the year.
Wow. So that means I shouldn't have sold all my previous football before the season, before NT. Yeah, no, but that's a valid point, right? And that's the point, even from me, who a lot of times hold different wax or pick up different wax that I hadn't thought about, right? That yes, a lot of people look at it as, well, this year's rookie class may not have the top quarterbacks and so on and so forth, and therefore, the boxes or the wax may not be that strong.
Yep.
But
people want to buy.
Exactly.
So they will still look for the previous year. And to me, 2 years product is too high now. I mean, 18 is insane. You know, 18 is really bad right now because Lamar and Josh Allen is so high, you know. So those.
You mean Baker isn't hot?
No, Baker's not.
Okay.
Baker doesn't even have a home right now, so.
He'll get there.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not as optimistic as him, but it could be. If he gets signed with a good team, he still could be. So that's why I still like the 18 year. 19 year is really more like just Kyler. So I think a lot of people, and then forget the Burrow year and the Herbert year. So I think this year has a lot of potential because of that.
Well, that's actually obviously great.
So Jimmy, after the show, will probably post.
Yes, so NT right now is no longer available for sale. I will go out and try to buy more.